Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Hi everyone, welcome to Top Stock Picks of the Week. I'm Neena Mishra. I will share my stock pick today, which is Walmart, and then Kevin Cook will share his very interesting stock pick, Taiwan Semi. So let me share my pick first and why I like Walmart. So Walmart is the world's largest retailer, and last week, the company reported its results, and the results were excellent. And in fact, results sent stocks soaring. The broader market rallied because Walmart's results and guidance eased concerns about the health of the US consumer, American consumer. Consumer is holding well despite high inflation. So let me share my screen and Walmart. This is currently a Zacks rank number 3 whole stock, and the reason is that the company just reported, and our rank is based on earnings estimates revisions. So once analysts start raising their estimates for the company after excellent results, then I'm pretty sure the stock will rise in rank. It may become a rank 1 strong buy or rank 2 buys rated stock. Now let's talk a little bit more about the results, and this is from Walmart's earnings release. So you see revenue growth of 4.8%, operating income growing at 8.5%, adjusted operating income 7.2%. And e-commerce is up 21% globally. And that is because the company has been investing a lot in technology. And that is why e-commerce, they buy online and pick up in store and delivery businesses, they all are doing so well. Then let's talk about the guidance. They raised the guidance significantly after reporting these excellent results. So they raised the guidance for revenue, they raised the guidance for operating income as well as EPS. Now, before we saw results from Walmart, there were a lot of concerns that the US consumer is slowing down their spending because of high inflation. But Walmart is benefiting from those trends. And in fact, the CEO, Walmart CEO, said that during the conference call that we are not experiencing a weaker consumer overall. And why Walmart is benefiting it is because consumers have become more price conscious. And because they have become more price conscious because of years of rising prices, particularly in areas like grocery, they are looking at value now, and Walmart offers that value. And we know that if inflation has started moderating, but prices are not expected to go back to pre-pandemic levels now. So consumers are looking for bang for their buck. And groceries in particular, they continue to drive Walmart's growth. And groceries, in fact, account for 60% of Walmart's US business, and these include food, household staples, beauty, personal care. And they are benefiting in particular from higher food prices. And they are gaining share in higher margin categories also, like clothing and home furnishing, which further bolsters the bottom line. And they are in particular because consumers have become more price conscious, so they are they are seeing uh, better sales to higher income consumers that they define as incomes of 100,000 or more, because those consumers are also looking for value now. Now, let's take a look at detailed estimates on Walmart's quote page. So you will see that the company just reported, but analysts have started raising their estimates, and we will see further revision in these estimates in the coming days and week. looking at the price consensus and EPS surprise chart, you will see the company did miss earlier during the last 5 years, but for the past 3 years or so, it hasn't missed even once. Continue to beat estimates again and again. And the stock is up actually about 37% year to date. And last week, it had surged on Thursday after reporting its results. And because of that performance, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's currently trading at a forward P multiple of over 30.12. But because of the reasons I mentioned, it is definitely worth a look. And particularly if the economy slows down, Walmart benefits more because consumers look for cheaper valued items than they are looking to trade down. Another reason why I like Walmart is it is a dividend aristocrat, but so not a very high dividend yield because the stock price has gone up so much, but they have been consistently raising their dividends for more than 25 years. So, because of all these reasons, Walmart is definitely worth a look, and particularly if you're worried about the slowdown in the US economy. And I will now hand it over to Kevin Cook for talking about his stock pick, Taiwan Semi, which is one of the most important companies in the world and one of my favorite stocks too. So I'll let Kevin talk more about it.
Thanks, Nina. My top pick is Taiwan Semiconductor. All right, first we want to look at the price chart. What happened on August 5th? Well, we got a big Bank of Japan carry trade falling apart thing, and the market plunged. Remember that? That was so long ago. Look what happened to Taiwan Semi. The stock went below 140. Now we're back up, near 175. You got to be ready for days like this to buy quality stocks. The only thing I did right that day was I bought more NVIDIA. We bought leverage with the Granite shares 2 times bullish NVIDIA ETF, NVDL, and we just took over 50% profits on that. But there will be more volatility to come. So use August 5th as a lesson. And, we've got September is the worst month of the year seasonally, and we've got an election. So get ready for more volatility to buy quality stocks like TSM. So why is Taiwan Semi such a quality stock? Well, and a Zacks #1 rank. Let's go to the detailed earnings estimate page. Scrolling down here, look at this revenue growth. So they're going to cross $85 billion this year for 23.5% growth. And then they're going to eclipse $100 billion next year, also for 23.5% growth. So what's going on there? Well, we could say it has a lot to do with NVIDIA, right? There's no shortage of demand for GPUs. And Taiwan Semi is the production facility, the foundry, as it's called, with many fabrication plants. So earnings aren't too bad either, growing at 25 to 28%. All right. I want to direct you for more details on the fundamentals of Taiwan Semiconductor. I want to direct you to an article by my colleague Ethan Feller, published on August 10th. He chose Taiwan Semi as the bull of the day, and he's a good analyst, and he brings a lot of data here to make the case for being bullish Taiwan Semi. So check out that article. He takes a look at the estimates here, keep rising, making TSM a Zacks #1 rank. All right, so what else is going on with TSM? Well, let's thanks to the CHIPS Act and just general common sense, Taiwan Semi is building a huge foundry in Arizona. And you can find just Google TSMC is their official acronym, Taiwan Semiconductor Corporation. Just Google Arizona for them, and you're going to find this page. This is their page. And you can learn a lot about Taiwan Semi and how integral they are. The one thing I like to point out to people is, we've gone below 10 nanometers with making chips. The transistors are 10 nanometers apart. Well, now we're down to 5. And now they're working on 3. And next is coming 2 nanometers. for comparison's sake, the coronavirus is 50 nanometers big, and we're etching chips with Taiwan Semi and ASML technology to make these things 2 nanometers apart. It's just mind-blowing. I want to scroll down here to their timeline. See if I can find this again. They had a great timeline here for, it's not loading right now, but you can find that just to see, where they're going with this project and when they expect to be making chips. So again, just find that, just Google TSMC Arizona, and you'll find that. Let's see. So we looked at the estimates. I showed you Ethan's Bull of the Day article. You could just, I'll just show you how to find that real quick. If you just go to any page on Zacks and go to the quote search box, if you type in TSM and the word bull, you're probably going to find this August 10th article by Ethan Feller. All right, last thing I want to show you is I write a newsletter on the weekends about investing in real estate in the area where I live. Well, the area where I live is about to become home to one of Microsoft's largest data centers. And you can imagine what that data center is going to be filled with. Here's my play on the Stanley Kubrick film from the 60s, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Remember, David Baldwin looks in Stargate, the monolith, and says, "My God, it's full of stars." Well, someday I might get to tour Microsoft's next big data center called Stargate that they're going to build with OpenAI and say, "My God, it's full of GPUs." So you can find this article. Just look me up on LinkedIn. But the things that I want to point out here are that, so we know who Microsoft's buddy is with all of this. It's OpenAI and ChatGPT and its next evolutions. And the CEO there is Sam Altman. Sam Altman is already anticipating the continuing shortage of GPUs. And so he's trying to rally the industry to create $7 trillion in new production capacity. So that's, TSM, Taiwan Semi, is going to be at the heart of that. It's also going to be the wafer fab equipment makers like Applied Materials, Lam Research, the lithography etching from ASML. And, so the chip cycle is far from over. And so that's what we get to enjoy. Let's see what else I wanted to hear. So I talk about the Microsoft. Oh, by the way, I guess I didn't explain this. This dome actually belongs to Foxconn. Foxconn was going to build a big LCD factory about 10 miles from my farm in Racine, Wisconsin. And they didn't come through with their huge development plans to, sink billions of dollars into the Wisconsin economy. But they did get some things done. They just scaled down their expectations. They built this thing, which is, this dome is got 3 floors, 34,000 square feet, and it's basically their tech command center for what they're developing there. Well, the connection with Microsoft is Microsoft came in and bought 315 acres in this tech park to build their next mega data center. It's not going to be the Stargate one that's going to cost $100 billion, but Microsoft already has plans to invest over $3 billion, and who knows? They could change their mind when this thing opens in 2 years and then just keep adding, and that it becomes the Stargate $100 billion facility, which has still not been named for a location. All right. By the way, that TSM site, that's 1,100 acres, just for comparison, in Arizona. So you can see the production capacity that Taiwan Semi is after. All right. Check out those links and articles, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us on this week's Top Stock Picks. For more Zacks content, data, and freebies on everything earnings related, check out Zacks.com/promo. And we'll see you next week.